The process of losing my hair was something that really crept up on me. I first noticed what I thought might be a problem in probably the summer of 2009. That was just when I showered, probably more hair was coming out in my hands than I would usually expect.
I think the first time I went to the doctors was probably in September of 2009, just to get someone to have a look. She looked at my scalp and looked at my hair and pulled out my hair a little bit and said that she thought it was a normal amount, it looked fine, I shouldn't worry, it's nothing to worry about. I was almost certain not to lose my hair. And it was sort of the second or third doctor that I saw that gave me a look over and said, oh yes, alopecia can be really upsetting. And it was a real kick in the gut the first time you just hear you've been labelled with that condition.
By December, I'd lost so much hair, lots. It was really those last couple of months that it sped up and was a lot. I could just, whenever I touched my head, I'd have clumps coming out, and that was when it really happened very quickly. For a long time before I shaved my head, I'd been wearing hats or headscarves and berets to cover the bald parts but keep a little bit of fringe sort of showing. And it was a day in February I really looked at myself and thought my hair looked awful, and there was no point in trying to keep it and trying to look like something that I wasn't. And I had a moment where I just flipped. I was a bit upset, a bit angry, and thought, right, we're going to deal with this properly now. I think that evening was probably one of the most emotional times during the process, and looking back it's very easy to say it was the best thing I did, but at the time I think it probably was really hard and really sort of a slap for reality that I had to deal with this really radical look that people my age don't look like and most girls don't look like.
I didn't find the charity My New Hair. My mum did a lot of revision. I wasn't really interested in looking at anything. I'd shaved my head, thrown a headscarf. That was fine. Well, it wasn't fine, but it was as good as I thought it was going to get. And she sort of came and said, I found this charity online called My New Hair. I think you should have a look. The idea was that they cut wigs for free, which is, you go and have a style consultation and you sit in your little booth and you get someone to cut your wig for you exactly how you want it, whether that be how your old hair used to be or something completely different, and they do it for free. But they do a lot of fundraising and sort of more raising awareness of what alopecia is. I think it was 2 or 3 days later, I went on a girls' holiday with 3 of my closest friends to Portugal, which was a lot of fun. I did take my wig with me, but just didn't think about how hot and uncomfortable I was going to be. But one day we were going down to the beach, I just thought, oh, I'm not taking that with me, and just went down as I was. I didn't really mind, and nobody else minded, which was what I found incredible. And by the end of the week, I was just sort of going bald every day.
The Search for a Simple Star campaign was an opportunity that I saw on a packet of face wipes that I was using. It didn't seem a natural choice for someone with a persona that I had at the time, but then the more I thought about it, the more I thought, actually, I have an angle on this that nobody else will have. I've got something that I can really bring to the table. It was quite a nice, anonymous way to come out, if you like, as an alopecian and show everybody what I looked like and what I stood for. And the response was absolutely amazing. It was incredible, and so much support from all my friends. I'd have people come up to me and congratulate me and say they loved the page and they loved the way I looked, and I'm really pleased I did it. I came second place in the competition overall. I couldn't believe I got that far anyway, let alone someone that wasn't a conventional beauty product. I first started having the treatment that I succeeded with late March 2010.
And November, my boyfriend left to go for a ski season in Whistler for 5 months, and I was initially going to go with him. It came to the stage where I sat down with my mum and I said, well, I so want to do the skiing. I so want to have my hair back, and I can't actually do both. So he went off, middle of November, I stayed, and really pleased that I did, because the treatment, I'd obviously been having it a certain amount of time that it was really starting to work very well. and really sort of from November, December, I got a lot of progress, and I'm very pleased that I stayed.
The whole experience has really been a positive one, which I never thought at the time of diagnosis I would end up saying or feeling, but it's something that if you can have the willpower to get through and overcome, it's something that my views on how people look has changed, and how I need to look has changed. I realise it's not important. Beauty really is only skin deep, and to be so widely accepted and celebrated was really, really positive.